What is up, everybody? I'm back with another video, and as you can see, I've got another square body sitting in front of me. This one here, I'm going to do a tutorial kind of style video on it. I know I had a couple people wondering about the shocks. I did make that one in the one video of this truck. It's still sitting in the same spot it was. It needs to be painted. I have to fire my painter. So next, I'm actually going to do a tutorial on showing you guys how to do it a little bit better of a video on how I did it and all that good stuff. So I got all my axle rod here, or maybe if I can pick it up. Whoa. So now I got this axle rod here. This is the smaller stuff. I think it was like 1/62 or something like that scale. The scaling of the little axle, or the whatever you want to call this stuff. So the rod, I should say, this is the brass rod that you can get from Hobby Lobby, and I have shown it in some of my previous videos, but you can see here we've got a monster truck, so we're going to do all the lift kit and stuff like that. I'm not going to really worry about showing you guys the lift kit on the truck. I'm just going to go with a set of these bullet hole looking wheels on this truck. We're going to do a lift on it. As you can see, it's already pretty lifted, so it'll be kind of hard to beat that lift. So we're not going to go as high as the monster truck by no means, but I'm going to show you guys how to do the shocks, all that good stuff. This is going to be more of like an old trail rig or farm truck, or not a farm truck, but maybe like an old brush, going through the brush, whatever, mud truck, maybe mud truck. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know what you guys think I should name it below. But I'm going to get started in this. So, of course, we're going to go ahead and pull all the big old monster truck stuff off of it. I'm not a fan of the monster truck stuff, so I'm going to pull it all off. And one of you guys will own this. Own the lift kit, I'm sure, because it'll be available on eBay for sale. So with all these monster trucks, they have these little tabs here. What I'll usually do is take a little piece of sandpaper or something like that, clean them up a little bit, just to kind of give it a little more of a better look. So as of right now, I'll go ahead and clean this little spot up here. Sand all the paint off the middle right there. So as you can see your high points, so that's where you want to glue at, of course. And then on the rear end, your high point is right there in the center of the drive shaft, or right there in the center of the rear end. So I'm not 100% sure which direction I'm going to go with this truck yet. I'm not sure if I want to go rustic look or if I want to keep it nice and shiny like this. I'm not sure on that yet. If I'm going to go with a mud truck, kind of needs to be a little rougher looking, but if not, I can always go with like a show truck or something like that. But if we do go with a mud truck, we might end up leaving this big old front bumper with the winch on it. That would be a cool touch. Of course, we need to do something about the rear bumper being yellow. I'm not sure, but I'm sure it goes with all the lift kit, all the crazy lift kit and stuff like that from Greenlight. But we're not going to stick with that. We're going to go a different direction. So I'm going to get this truck lifted up real quick, and then I'll show you guys how to do the shocks. Alright, so I got all the truck lifted after a bunch of aggravation. Could not get the dang thing to sit where I wanted it to. And after I got it lifted, I realized it should have been a little taller. But that's alright. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and get my super glue back up and going here. Move some of this stuff out of the way so you guys don't have to see all the crazy mess. There's a bunch of crazy mess going on over here. So now, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it in the frame or not, but you got yourself a frame here. Let me grab my little tweezers. You got like a frame right here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's the bottom of your frame on both sides there. You don't want to go up in the fender well. It just kind of looks janky. I tried that on the first one. It doesn't really look too good. It does still look good. And then over here on this side, you have what looks like probably your leaf springs. Yep, there you go right there. You can see them real good there. You got your leaf springs on both there. So you can go from like right there somewhere down to your axle tubing that you've got going on here. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So I cut some little pieces to size here, and all you gotta do is go to Walmart, go to the dollar store or whatever you got close to you, and buy some of these little guys here. They work perfect for this stuff. This stuff is actually a little smaller tubing than what I use for my axle tubing, so that's why it's purple instead of blue. So I got some smaller stuff here, so I'm not 100% sure how tall we want to go. I'm still kind of new to this too, so don't get me too bad. So I'm just gonna take a handy dandy super glue here. Hold on, and I'm gonna put a little dab right down inside there. And let that soak in there for a few minutes. So as you can see, it's running out the other end. Whoop, moved it up there. All right, so as you can see, right there, you got a little piece going on, and you can kind of go, make sure I don't have any super glue on my fingers, never touch the truck. You can kind of go up here and kind of figure out how much you need. You don't really need too much sticking out there. So we're going to go ahead and cut a little small one and see if that works good for us. So I'm going to cut, I'll cut it right around in here for now. So that way, whoop, you get your little piece. This is pretty, kind of, not really too tedious really. You just kind of got to get your pieces cut right and just make sure they all fit good. So we're going to do all 4 on the video, and then you guys send me some pictures if you guys do it yourself. So I'm going to make these come out a little further like this. I cut this one a little long, so that's okay. So you can go ahead and kind of make it angled a little more. This is going to be more of an off-road looking truck anyways, so it'll make it look a little cooler. So you can take your little super glue here, handy dandy super glue. Whoa, don't get too much on there. Like me, I just went crazy with it. Okay, so you can just take it right. Whoa, maybe if you can get your tweezers to work. Just like so. And then you can go ahead and let that dry for a second. And it should sit where it needs to. And maybe let it dry for a second. Pull it back out this way a little bit. Maybe. I'll go in just a little bit. Alright, so now you can see there what we're going for on this truck. Got a little shock going on there now. Go ahead and put me a little dab of super glue here. So now we got that going on. So now, I didn't even think about this. I need freaking 6 of them, not 4 of them. So, as you can see here, I got for the front, or I got for the back of the truck, but I didn't even cut for the front of it. I need 8 of them. I can't even do math tonight, guys. Holy cow. So I'm going to cut this one a little shorter, so that way they all match, because I cut this one a little longer thinking, well, I don't even know what I was thinking, really. I'm just going crazy. You'd think I'd be able to do math a little better than that, but apparently not. So now, I'm going to go ahead and get our next one going on here. So I think the better idea here is to go ahead and just put you some super glue on the end of your little piece here. Don't get it all over your fingers, or at least try not to. Big old fingers like mine. Whew, it's kind of hard not to. Whoa. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe not. That's probably not the best idea to go about. Whoa. Yeah, I don't recommend this part. I don't really recommend this part. Alright, so let's see if we can push her down in there. Perfect. So now we got our piece sitting in here. Go ahead and push it down. And I do recommend doing it just like I was doing it earlier. I just thought it might be a little easier, but it was not, in fact, easier. Alright, so we're going to go... Oh man, that's why I glued it on the wrong dang axle size. That's why it fit so good. It was so tight on there, it barely even fit. Alright, so we're back with a different size. Go ahead and put a little dab on here. See if this works now. Whew, that was a lot better. Went a lot smoother. If you have the right size stuff, it does work a little better. So, I'm just going to go right here. We're going to cut it about the same size as we did the last one. Let's see if we can find more little cutters here. I keep putting them everywhere and I don't remember where I put them. Alright, so something like that. So now I'm not gonna move that too far because I'll end up forgetting where I put it, and then I'll grab the wrong size stuff, and then you know how that goes. Alright, so gonna put a little glue on there. Just whatever you do, try and not get your super glue down inside of, whoa, I'll go ahead and grab it right here, maybe. Just like that. Whoa. Oh man, I'm not having a very good explanation on what I'm doing here, because I keep dropping it. Alright, so maybe oh man, now it's stuck to my tweezers. Oh, there we go. We got it. This is kind of hard to do when you got big old fat fingers. Oh man, I cannot hold on to it. It'd be cool if it actually went the way we want it to. So that way you guys can see how cool I am. But nope, absolutely not. Can't let that happen. Alright, so I'm going to slide this up. Right there. So now we have our rears done. Well, one side of our rears done. Going to put a little more super glue in there just because I think I pretty much let all that dry up. So now you can see here what I'm kind of going for. Going for the little shocks going down, kind of an angle there. Kind of not really too bad of an angle, but it looks pretty sweet. And it just adds a little more detail to your truck whenever you go to, when you go to show it off or whatever you guys do with them. I usually just show them off on my desk, or just anything in general. I'm not 100% sure what I did with my other piece here. Let me go ahead and set this down for a second. I don't even know where it went to. I should have like a bunch more. Oh, that's right. I didn't even cut them yet. Gosh dang, I'm losing my mind. Just completely losing my mind. So we're just going to do the same exact thing here on this side as we did with the other side. Go ahead and somewhere around in there. Don't want to lose your piece. So go ahead and take our, make sure this is going to work. Oh yeah, this is going to work perfect. That was a perfect size, or perfect cut. Alright. So I stuck to my tweezers again. Alright, so now, just like we did, maybe if I can get my super glue to work for me. Whoa! Now I can't get them to work at all. We are just going crazy. Alright, so now Try and go out an angle again. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I have not painted any of these yet, so I will have to show you guys what they look painted after I do paint some. Oh. If we can get them to work right. I keep twisting on me. I think it's mostly my tweezers being kind of junk. And also the super glue is just kind of not really working for me tonight. Maybe. I probably will not show the whole entire thing just because this one is just not going so well. And I don't want the video to be too long. And it keeps getting stuck to my tweezers here. So, we are going to grab some different tweezers. I'm going to grab my smaller ones here. A little smaller anyways. Oh, they might not work either. Alright, let's see here. Nope, these are not going to work. Alright, so maybe if we can find something to actually work here. I'm not having a very good day with this. Alright, perfect. Maybe. If we can get that to stay there, I am happy with that. So, there we go. We got the backs on, and I'm thinking this truck would look pretty cool if had like the little red shocks on it. I think that would look pretty cool. So now what we can do, we can finally, maybe finally, get another piece cut in here. So I'm just gonna grab my cutters here, cut one to size. Maybe. Nothing is really wanting to work for me tonight. I'm not sure what the heck the deal is. Maybe it's the fact that I haven't done more videos. I think that's it. What do you guys think? So now, see, we need one for the back, two for the front. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut some more here. We need 5 more. See if we can get a good cut going here. Alright, how many we got there? We got 4. Need 1 more. Man, this one don't want to cut now. Alright, so maybe if we can get these going a little faster. Sometimes I'm just not very fast at this. Well, actually, this is only the second time I've ever done this. So, trying to kind of round them over a little bit because I squeezed them. I squished them. Whatever that word's called. I done it. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Just so they actually look like round pieces instead of square pieces or smashed pieces. Alright, so now go and get our piece back out here. And we're going to go ahead and get the back finished up. And then I'll go ahead and I'll do the fronts. Just so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me about this. Because this is, I'm sure you guys are getting bored of this as well as I am. Not really. This is actually pretty fun. For the most part. Unless you get going crazy. And then nothing ever works. Going crazy. But that is alright. Because some days you just can't get them right. Alright, so I'm going to let this dry on here for a couple seconds, just so that way, don't have it moving around up top there, and just to make it a little sturdier when you're trying to glue it together. You know how it goes. You've seen what happened. I can't do it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, see how good, and make sure there ain't no glue in my fingers there. Go ahead and cut one about right here somewhere, just like the last one. So I'm going to try and attempt to put a little smaller of a bead of super glue on there, so that way we don't have as much going on here. So go ahead and stick her in there. Oh man, we are sitting pretty now. Whew, that was a good one right there. So as you can see, we got our rear shocks all done up on the truck. Hopefully you guys seen the whole thing. I wasn't even looking at the camera, so I don't know exactly where the truck was even at. It could have been way over here. You couldn't even see it or something. I don't know. But, so as you can see, they're kind of angled out on there. And you can kind of get what I'm going for here. I'm going for kind of an angled shock look. I don't even know what I said. I think I said shock. But, so now we're going to go ahead and start on the fronts. That one went well. So we'll go ahead and keep going on here. So we're going to go ahead and do what we did before. Take a little bead of super glue here. And just kind of slide her over there. Whoa, that's way too far. Alright, so now I'll let that sit there for a second and dry. And I'm going to pause for a second, get me a drink of water, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got all the shocks made up on the truck. And as you can see, it looks super cool. Really like the way this turned out. We're not completely done with this. There will be a part 2 to this truck. Because I don't really have a lot of time to really finish the truck up too much tonight. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did. And one thing I am going to redo on the truck, just because I'm not a huge fan of the way it looks on this thing. So I just want to kind of fix it up, make it look as good as I can. So I'll go ahead and pull the tire. Oh, let me show you what it looks like. I got one of the wheels falling off over here. But as you can see, it looks super cool on this truck. I'm not 100% sure if I'm done with the truck. Oh, I'm not completely done with the truck. Anyways, I'm gonna do some traction bars on it, and then figure out some other cool stuff to do to this truck if I can talk. So as you can see here, I got the traction bars, the shocks on the front went actually really well. I got all the fronts done. I don't know if you can see them real well, but you can see on the front here. I just figured I'd go ahead and do them so you guys didn't have to just sit there and watch me work on shocks. So as you can see here, I'm going to pull this one back off. After I get everything all finished up, I'm going to fix this one here. That's coming down. It goes a little too far out underneath the truck. So I want to get it kind of closer to the original axle hole there. So I want to get it pushed up against there. That's usually what I kind of go off of on the last 2 trucks that I have done. As you can see here, I got them kind of tucked in on both sides. On all of them besides that one. And that one I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not really a fan of how that one turned out. So, as you can see here, it looks super cool. I really like the looks of it. Let me know what you guys think of this truck or the shocks. Let me know you. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. Let me know what you guys think of how the shocks turned out. Let me know if you guys are going to try this method. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon. Keep up to date with all the videos. And I hope to see you guys in the next one.